Hey, what's up, guys? Tech Forums, I'll be here back here from techforumsmedia.com, where we cover the latest tech news, gadget reviews, weekly segments, weekly tech news, mobile gadgets, and everything else going in the tech industry. Today I have a WWDC recap video, but it's going to be one of many videos I'm going to be putting out over the next couple of days and over the next week. So basically, just this past week, Apple had their keynote, WWDC. Today I'm going to be doing recap number 1, which is going to be the top 5 features you must know about iOS 8 that, it's out right now, and a bunch of other things. So I'm Tech Forums from techforumsmedia.com. Let's cover WWDC recap number 1. 5 things you need to know about iOS 8. So welcome back to the show, guys, and let's get started with number 5. Number 5 on the 5 things you must know about iOS 8 is that it looks visually the same as iOS 7. Now, if you know that iOS 6 to iOS 7 was a major update from that, iOS 5 looked a lot like iOS 6, so they're kind of doing the same thing here. iOS 7 is going to look a lot like iOS 8. iOS 8 is going to look a lot like iOS 7. Because virtually they're the same software, just with a bunch of enhancements and tweaks. The next time we'll probably see another upgrade or some changes that will look kind of different from the previous software is probably iOS 9. But iOS 8 currently, it looks pretty much visually the same as iOS 7, but you do get some new tweaks, such as the heart monitor. You get the quick settings with your contacts, which will be number 4, and we have a couple different other things that you'll get in there, but I won't go into full detail about that. That's just something you should know. It looks visually the same as iOS 7. That's just one thing you should know about iOS 8. Next up in number 4 spot is that they have the quick settings combined now with their favorite contacts and most contacted people. So now this new feature applies to the quick settings menu, and it combines 2 things to make one awesome feature of the new iOS 8 software. So what it does is it takes your favorite contacts and it takes your most recent contacts, and they take them and they put them in a quick settings. So all you have to do is swipe up on your iPhone, and you know that normal quick settings menu that you normally have. Up there will be a whole list of your favorite contacts and a whole list of your most recent contacts that you contact a lot. All you have to do is tap on their face. You can FaceTime them, email them, call them. You can message them. You can do a lot of different things that you couldn't do in iOS 7. I think this is a new feature that people don't have to go into the call menu, look through all their contacts if you have a lot of them. It's all there in one little swipe up, and in seconds you can find your favorite contact and contact them right there. That's it. In number 3 of the top 5, we also have the compatibility of the iOS 8 software. So the iOS 8 software is going to be compatible with some devices, but not all devices that are currently out right now. So as you know, the iPhone 4 is still a good selling phone. We don't know if they're going to ever discontinue it. It's still a good phone, and it's still a good device if you're upgraded from the 3GS or 3G. If whoever still has that phone, if you're upgraded from that, it's still a good device, I do believe. So here's the bad news, though. iPhones 4S and up is going to be the only iPhones able to run iOS 8. Now, I personally have the iPhone 4. You've seen me do reviews on it. You've seen me do tech fights with it. I personally have that device. So my iPhone 4 won't be compatible to update to iOS 8. It's going to be stuck on iOS 7.1 firmware. So you can't really update it from there. It's going to be stuck on 7.1 from now on, and I think as the years progress, they're going to start dropping more devices and making you going to buy the newer devices so that you can have all your software if you're a big software junkie. So just to let you guys know, there will be no compatibility with the iPhone 4 and down. There will be compatibility with the 4S and up. Also, you're going to have compatibility for the iPod Touch 5th generation, the iPad mini and the iPad mini with Retina display, the iPad 2 and up, and the iPad Air. So you're going to have compatibility with all those devices for the iOS 8 operating system. So I hope you guys enjoyed the experience with it. And tell me what you think about the iPhone 4 not being in this list down in the comments below. Number 2 of our top 5, we have compatibility with the Mac OS X Yosemite update software. So basically, as you know, Mac OS X Yosemite is for the MacBooks, the iMacs, and basically any MacBook system or Mac system currently running OS, the Mac OS 10, Mac OS 9, whatever it is. As long as your device is compatible for that update, you can get Mac OS Yosemite or Mac OS 10.10, the newest update. They fixed a little bit of tweaks, but the good thing about this, and what I want to get down to the explanation, is it has compatibility with your iOS 8 device. So as soon as iOS 8 rolls out, right now it's out, but I'll cover that in the next top feature. Basically what happens is you can use your iOS device, say you have an iPhone 5S, you can use that iOS 8 device to work with Mac OS 10 Yosemite, and you can use it to make phone calls, you can use it to continue text messages, you can use it to basically do a lot of things that you weren't able to do. And I like that they do these new features in order to combine their systems and create a better experience for the customers and consumers and also the developers. This is going to be a good experience, and it's a good feature to use on your MacBooks or your iMacs or whatever type of Mac operating system you have. You can use your iPhone with the new iOS 8, and you can use your Mac OS 10 Yosemite and combine them together, and you can have a great experience. And I think that this will be a good feature for you guys out there. Now, warning, if you did not watch the WWDC keynote, you would not know about this currently right now, or if you have not heard about it from any other tech channel. So if you're subscribed to techfromedia.com, please subscribe. If you're not, then you'll hear this from me. iOS 8 beta is out right now. That is our #1 feature out of the top 5. iOS 8 beta is out. Now, I personally bought the iOS 8 beta, but I'm currently having some issues with it. I'm currently having a cold right now, as you guys can see. I'm having some issues with downloading the software, so leave some comments down in the description. I keep getting this error message, error 3094 or 3104. I keep getting these error messages. So tell me down in the comments below if you guys know anything about that, and I'll make sure to use your feedback and possibly give you guys a shout out if it does happen to work, because I have more iOS 8 videos coming soon in the next couple weeks as soon as I get to work. So I'm still waiting on that. But iOS 8 beta is now. Now there's 2 ways you can get it. Basically, you have one way. You can basically take your Apple developer, you register your UDID and get the iOS 8 beta as people normally do, or you can go ahead and go to earlyios.com. I'll leave the link down in the description. Register your UDID for $5.99 there. They'll take you, you'll download a 1.5 gigabyte file, and then the process is there. I'll have a separate video up later on telling how to go through that process, and I'll show up myself doing it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like this video too, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more weekly tech videos like this. I'm Tech Junkie.